Hiya, I'm going to run you through the mobility routine that I've been doing at home. Feel free to chop and change it around and give it a go, see what you think.
So to start off with, we're just going to put our feet about hip width apart, lean forward, chest to your knees, and just gently rock side to side, moving your weight from your left foot to your right foot, backwards and forwards, and feeling a little bit of a stretch in your hamstrings. Then we walk the hands forward to a downward dog position, move our feet in a little bit, and then just rocking again left to right, lifting our heels up, rolling our ankles a little bit to get some mobility there, and just working that stretch through our ankles and into our hamstrings. From here, we're going to drop down to our knees, keeping our knee angle about 90 degrees, and then we're going to press our chest down to the floor. So a nice little chest opener here, not rocking our weight back over our heels. And then we're going to take our hands over to the left hand side, feeling the stretch in the right hand side of our body. A little bit of movement around there, working our hands then across to the right hand side to feel that stretch on the left hand side of the body. Again, always trying to keep your chest nice and close to the floor, a bit of extension in your back. We're now going to take the right arm underneath the left arm to add some rotation, and then left arm underneath your right arm, rotate the other way. We'll just do a couple of repetitions here. Then going to come to a tabletop position. We're going to do our cat and cow, so tummy down to the floor, head up, and then as though you're being pulled towards the ceiling from the middle of your back, head down. Just repeating that a few times, seeing if we get a little bit more mobility through the middle of our back every time we do this. Now we're going to take our left foot to the front of the mat into a lunge position, pushing our hips forwards with our knee over our toe. Once we're there, we're going to take our knee out to the side and try and lower our body onto our elbows. And then just rolling the knee out to the side and feeling how that stretch changes through your hips. We're going to rest here for a couple of seconds, just moving the knee to central position and then out to the side before rocking back, weight over our back leg, straightening our front leg, and then externally rotating the foot to change the stretch from your hamstring into your abductors. Then we change legs, right leg forwards, right leg lunge, same on this side, rotating the knee out to the side, lowering your weight onto your elbows if you can, supporting by your hands if you're not able to get down onto your elbows, and then just relaxing into that position a little bit more. Always trying to push the hips forwards as we do this. Rocking back, weight onto our back leg, straightening the front leg, externally rotating the foot, just feeling that stretch change from our hamstring more around to the inside, the abductors, into the groin area. Coming back into downward dog here, you might be able to get your hands and feet a little bit closer together now, working through the feet again, lifting your heels up. And we step forwards with our left leg, back into that lunge position, and here we're going to take our left arm underneath our right arm and then up to the sky, so adding a bit more rotation here. Following our hand with our head, so you're just looking whichever way your hand's facing, trying to reach as far underneath your body as you can and stretch up as high to the ceiling as you can. We're going to do 5 repetitions on each side here. Once we've done the first side, we're just going to go right leg forwards, using our right arm, rotating as far through under the body as we can, and then reaching up as high to the ceiling as we can. Once we've done that, we're going to go back to a downward dog position to reset. And then we're going to take our left foot forwards to the inside of the mat this time, knee out to the side. This stretch should go a bit more into your glutes, and you should feel this all around your hips. So once you're comfortable in that position, you're going to put your chest down to the floor and work your hands forwards, so we get into a nice deep stretch here. Walking your hands further forwards, getting your chest as close to the floor as you can. Once you're comfortable there, working your way back up, we're going to go right foot to the front of the mat, inside of the mat, knee out to the side, starting off by pushing our hips forwards, arching our back, and then leaning forwards just to the floor. And then working our hands forwards to get into a deeper stretch. From here, we're going to sit up, we're going to turn sideways onto our mat, we're going to put our heels together and let our knees drop out to the side. If you can get your heels nice and close to your body, then great. If not, you can move your feet a little bit further away from your body so that you can get your knees nice and close to the floor. And the next step for this is we're going to lean forwards, stretch our hands forwards, and try and get our chest as close to our feet as we can. From here, we're going to extend our left leg. We're going to reach out towards our left foot, chest to your knee, and then we're going to take our right arm over our right ear with a bit of rotation here, and we're just going to twist. See how this stretch changes as we move position. And we're going to go right leg out to the side, left foot tucked in, chest to the knees, and then left arm to left ear. Again, seeing how that stretch changes from side to side as we move around. From here, we're going to stand up, take your feet nice and wide apart, and again, drop your chest down. Use your head as a bit of a weight. You should be able to get your hands nice and close to the floor here. And then we're going to just move our weight side to side, rotating the foot up on our straight leg, using our hands to balance a bit, but not using our hands to transfer the weight side to side. Just feel how you're opening your hips with every movement. Okay, from here we're going to take each of our knees at a 90-degree angle. We're going to rock back onto our sit bones and rotate our legs round side to side. You're going to have to engage your core and try and move your legs both at the same time. And here's where you'll find if you've got some differences side to side in your hips. So try not to use your hands to help you, but you can help guide your legs in those last few rotations if you need, just to really open up those hips. Then we're going to roll onto our back, lying flat on our back, right knee to your chest, just using your hands to pull that in for you. And then we're going to pull the leg out to the side. Just feel how that stretch changes as we move the knee externally. Now we're just going to do a few back rolls here. You just want to check that you're rolling evenly over all of your vertebrae. If you're feeling any flat spots, or you're getting stuck somewhere, it might be that you need to do a little bit more work to really release so you can roll over each vertebra separately. Now taking a seated position, we're going to take your right arm across your body, using your left arm to pull that in nice and close to your chest, and then you're going to try and push away with your right arm. And you're going to resist with your left arm. You're going to hold that for a few seconds and then relax. Increase that stretch a little further. Changing arms, so left arm across your body, using your right arm to pull that in nice and tight, pushing away with your arm, and then relaxing to allow that stretch to be brought on a little bit further. Once you've repeated that a few times, we're going to go right arm above your head, using your left hand to help increase that stretch, and then you're just going to move your hand around to see how that stretch changes. You should feel when you've got your hand closest to the middle of your back, that stretch is really nice and deep. And then we're just going to stand up, feet just wider than hip width apart, leaning forwards, lock your hands together and allow them to fall over your body so you've got a nice stretch underneath your shoulders. You should be able to get a little bit further than me. You could be able to get closer to horizontal, or as you see I'm stuck really quite vertical here. From here we're just going to sit down, knees bent, and then we're going to walk our hands out behind us. This is a nice stretch for some of those harder to reach shoulder areas. And you're just going to keep walking your hands back until you've got quite a good stretch across the front of your shoulders and down into both sides of your body. Then we're going to go back to tabletop and we're going to rotate our wrists. So again, changing the weight from side to side, changing the angle of our hands on the mat until we feel a nice stretch, and then moving the weight over our wrists to get a bit of mobility through there. And finally, we're just going to come back into child's pose and hopefully just be able to feel a little bit more mobile than we did before we started. Like I said at the beginning, the routine is just what I've come up with and what feels good to me, but you'll have areas where you feel like you need to spend a little bit more time, or areas where you feel like you've got great mobility so you don't need to spend so much time on there. So just try and mix it up a bit depending on what training you're doing, have a play around and see how you get on.